Lao Chai is a community of the Black Hmong. It's a completely different world. The Black Hmong are extraordinary, the culture fascinating. When you walk into their homes, it's like walking into a museum. It's a living piece of history.
Lao Chai is along one of the main trekking routes here in the Sapa region. Lao Chai is quite close to Sapa, and there's quite a few Hmong people in Sapa selling their goods.
I think almost 8 years selling in the street. I never got to the Vietnamese schools, never read and write. I just learned from tourists.
There's a generation of Hmong youth that don't have a lot of education. However, they've had an opportunity to become tour guides. They understand the tourists, they understand customer service, and they actually make excellent candidates to become entrepreneurs.
Every day when I see you, you always say you go cafe, huh?
Well, I'm going to Lao Chai now.
Now you just change your mind.
If I could describe the Hmong people, I would describe them as incredibly charismatic.
You should say you're from Taipei. You should not say you're from Canadian.
They're incredibly friendly, and they have a cheeky sense of humor.
You love Taipei.
Taipei, your favorite.
They are very smart and they speak English very well, much better than our students in the university.
The problem is there's a huge gap between the Vietnamese and the Hmong. Everything from education to the way they're treated in the streets.
The Hmong are very different from the Vietnamese. They live in remote areas. They follow their own culture and speak their own language. They cannot speak Vietnamese well, and it's a big barrier for them. Sometimes the Vietnamese people who have no knowledge about the Hmong people, they look down on them.
They've been told that they are dirty or that they are nothing, and I was shocked, actually.
I think that the Vietnamese people, the king majority people, they have more education and more skill and more opportunity to run their own business.
The Hmong never had the same educational opportunities as the King people to be able to be empowered to create their own businesses. Fortunately, the Hmong are incredibly resilient and have the intelligence to make the choice themselves whether or not they want to change.
So you know how we did it in Ta Van? And then we did it in Ta Vin? Now we're going to do it in Lao Chai with you guys.
What do you mean there? What do you mean there?
How to start a homestay in your house. Do you want to come?
Yeah, sure.
You want to learn?
Capilano University has been working in the villages in the Sapa region for nearly a decade now. We've worked in Lao Chai for about 3 years and trying to enhance a tourism experience by creating a more cultural product. And what we're doing is working with the Hmong people to develop a number of things, including homestays, a 1 to 2 hour cultural boutique product, and create a new trekking route that will allow tourists to get into Lao Chai in the late afternoon so that they can end up staying overnight.
This particular trip, we've brought tour operators into Lao Chai.
We want them to work with the Hmong to collectively develop this tourism product in Lao Chai.
You have some real traditional Hmong homes, and you've got more new type guest house sort of homes. So there's a lot of diversity. Everyone has something that's unique and special to their particular homestay.
Kind of the culmination of our trip, Lao Chai put on the most amazing dinner for the tour operators. Everybody came together, they were cooking a huge Hmong feast.
10 chickens, 2 pigs.
30 liters of rice wine. It's incredible.
The tour operators really enjoyed the traditional music, traditional dance, and traditional foods.
The dinner was a huge success. I think it helped break down some barriers, and it was pretty special to be a part of.
The most recent projects have been generously funded by the PATA Foundation. Where the money goes is to facilitate the training in the villages. So that means getting Capilano University together with Hanoi Open University and some of the youth leaders in the village to actually deliver the training. The Black Hmong have been part of tourism ever since Sapa has been around, and they've got an incredible opportunity. There are hundreds of tourists walking through that village every day, and they've got motivated youth that are willing to help their communities. We want tourists to come to Lao Chai, experience the Hmong culture, and hopefully stay overnight. It's a far more sustainable form of tourism.
I want to be free, and I want to have my own business to help my family too. It's not very easy, but if we all work together, I'm sure that we can do it.